This first drive right here by the Atlanta Falcons offense was really the only thing that they were able to do all game long in terms of moving the ball here. Now, as you can see right here at the bottom of your screen, you have a stack formation. The Broncos right here, they're playing man coverage right here. You got man right here. You've got man coverage, P.J. Locke against the tight end. Cody Barton's playing man alignment against Bijan Robinson. But you're going to get a motion right here, which then forces these two guys, Jaquan McMillian, Pat Surtain, to communicate, hey, got to be able to account for this. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me run this a little bit. You're going to get motion there from, obviously, number one. So now, Jaquan McMillian has to cheat over a little bit, either head up or neutral, maybe even a shade outside here. You have a safety over the top right here. But because these guys are motioning and their splits are going to end within 5 yards, there could be some sort of crossing pattern, right? You could see that. That's in the Falcons playbook, but it's not. You're going to get the motion out wide. He's just going to run vertical, and Pat Surtain is going to take him. Jaquan McMillian is backpedaling here. Obviously, Drake London right here is going to take a stab, get a step inside here on the slant, and he's just going to get the leverage here against Jaquan McMillian. Now, Jaquan right now, as you can see, I've got it paused right here. He's playing neutral. He's trying to read, hey, is he going to break outside? Is he going to break inside? Jaquan, from a positional standpoint, is in the right spot right here. He just guesses wrong. London gives him the outside look, steps inside, and that's where the separation comes there. Drake London got him on that play. That's okay, though. That doesn't mean that Jaquan McMillian is cooked the way that people are saying on social media. He's playing the toughest position in football right now inside the slot. Really no pressure. Good job by Zach Allen getting his hand up right here. Kirk's going to deliver a beautiful throw to Drake London. He only had a couple of big plays on the day, but Denver's defense, they held the explosive offense to limited production. Broncos defense right here, they're in base. Riley Moss right here at the bottom of our screen is going to have a fantastic play one-on-one against Darnell Mooney on a deep shot. Does a great job. Broncos right here, from a cover standpoint, he's going to play man-to-man right here. You've got, obviously, Jaquan McMillian here in the nickel. Denver's in their base package here. Nik Bonitto is going to fake attacking. He's going to drop back and play underneath alongside Justin Sternad. Cody Barton is going to play underneath here. Jaquan McMillian is going to play curl to flat. Pat Surtain's protecting deep. And then you got a safety play in the middle of the field right here. But this is just a one-on-one shot here from Kirk Cousins and company here for Mooney, who's just going to run the fade route right here. Riley Moss does a great job. Let's watch his footwork. Watch his hips. Man, just great mirror off the line of scrimmage. Opens up, gets in phase. Ball's in the air. He gets his left hand on the hip of Mooney. Gets his head around while in position. Watch that. He's looking for the ball. Brings his right side, his inside hand, ball side hand over to knock it away through the hands there. PBU. DJ Jones lined up in a one technique, JFM in a 4-eye, and Zach Allen in a 4-eye with Nik Bonitto, Jonathan Cooper off the edge right here. That's your pass rush look. Okay, now you get the motion. Doesn't change anything. They're going to attack. Inside release here. They're just trying to stunt. Kirk's just going to fire the one-on-one shot downfield. Let's watch it. Stride for stride, hand on the hip. Ball side hand, bring it forward, knocks it away. Incomplete. Great play there by Riley Moss. Malcolm Roach right here is going to come up with the sack here for the Denver Broncos here. But let's take a look at the coverage perspective here. The Falcons come out in a lot of tight formations, right, in terms of wide receiver splits being within 5 yards, right? When you got three players here who are potential receiving options that are always within 5 yards apart, you always have to wonder about vertical routes with clear outs underneath, vice versa. I mean, you could go inside out on a multitude of different things. You're going to have man-to-man coverage right here from Riley Moss on Darnell Mooney, right? Single receiver side, you're always going to play this man, but you're going to have Devin Key playing over the top right here. P.J. Locke is going to rotate and play over here to the middle of the field. Patrick Surtain is going to be playing deep. They're almost kind of playing this as match, right? And Cody Barton's communicating, hey, we got to worry inside out right here. Jaquan McMillian, from a route standpoint here, it lined up in the nickel. Broncos there. You're going to see Drake London right here. He's just going to run deep and throttle inside. Pat Surtain's going to stay on top of this. Number 2 right here is going to drag across where, hey, you're going to have Jaquan underneath, PJ over the top. You get the one-on-one route right here with Devon Key over the top, Devin Key, and then tight end's going to come out here, 1-1001, block Nik Bonitto, release to the out route. Denver does a great job covering this. They match it up relatively well right here. Let's watch here. And also you got a tailback swing out of the backfield. So Justin Sternad is king that. So you're going to have man on one side. You're going to have zone match on the other side of the field right here from the Broncos defense. Tailback's going to swing out. Sternad's going to pick him up. Malcolm Roach is going to beat a double team inside right here. Nik Bonitto is going to come free, right? If Malcolm Roach doesn't get this penetration, he's going to draw upfield, and Nik Bonitto is going to come up and sack Kirk Cousins on this play because nothing comes open. As you can see, the in-breaking route developed. Jaquan's right there on the hip. PJ's going to climb over the top at an angle. Devin Key over here, and you got underneath coverage right here from Riley Moss, and then a little one-on-one with Cody Barton in the tight end. He does a good job getting on that. Pat Surtain playing off. He's got the hip fluidity to be able to break down and play this if Kirk tries to make a play here. But Malcolm Roach says he's got other plans, brings down Kirk Cousins for the sack here. Let's take a look at it from this angle. Cooper, Bonito coming off wide. You've got a 4-eye right here from Malcolm Roach, not DJ. And then you obviously have right here a 3 technique from Zach Allen. The way that they're going to attack this, it's kind of read and react a little bit. You got a double team right here. You get a one-on-one here. You get a little bit of a one-on-one initially with the tight end against Bonito, but then he's going to release, which now frees up Bonito. But because Malcolm Roach right here is causing penetration in the backfield, he's winning this one-on-one right here. He's going to help out. It's not going to be enough, and his eyes are peeking for Bonito too, right? So eventually he's like, hey, I'm going to have to be able to get Bonito here. That's what he does. He sags off, and Malcolm Roach finishes it up, gets a sack for the defense. All right, Broncos country, here's one play the Atlanta Falcons had against the Broncos defense. They allowed a big play here. This was just an extended play for Kirk Cousins, though this isn't really scramble drill. It's, hey, I don't have a lot of pressure right now. I'm going to make a play happen, Kate. Now you got a stack formation here at the top of your screen. You got a stack formation right here, but you have a receiving threat near you, right? So you have 3 potential receiving options to the defensive right side. Pat Surtain right here is going to play man-to-man against Mooney. PG Lock's going to play man-to-man against number 2 right here. And then obviously you got Cody Barton. He's going to be keying Bijan Robinson out of the backfield while Devin Key plays the middle of the field here, some cover 1. But it gets a little tricky, right? Because now you're looking at this situation. You have a stack formation right here. These guys, Riley Moss and Jaquan McMillian, are going to communicate a combo call, right? Which means that Jaquan's saying, hey, anything that comes inside, I got to take. Anything that comes vertical outside, Riley's got to take. So that's exactly what you're going to see. Number 2 right here is going to run vertical and then get to the outside. So Riley's going to take him. London's going to release vertical and then come inside. Jaquan's going to stay on top of that. Does a great job getting on his hip while Dondre Tillman's also dropping his extra defensive help here to be able to cover anything coming underneath. But what happens is you're going to see an extended play here from Kirk Cousins. He's going to get the ball snapped. Now, as you can see, man-to-man coverage right here. Surtain on Mooney does a great job. I mean, you talk about hip-to-hip alignment. PJ's guarding number 2. But because this is going to be a little bit of an extended play, Bijan's coming out of the backfield here, so PJ is going to pass off number 2 to Cody Barton, who's going to get on the hip of number 2 right here. He's going to come up and play coverage against the tailback. Key's playing in the middle of the field. Dondre Tillman right here, he's just keeping anything coming inside. Like if London's coming here, like I imagine if he wasn't dropped, London would probably keep coming across right here. And then while this guy's going to attack vertical and try to get to the outside against Riley Moss, who does a great job covering him, Kirk's going to buy some extra time. Now, right now, he's looking off. Like Jaquan right here does a great job. He's on the hip of Drake London. Kirk Cousins not even looking. Kirk Cousins looking to the 3 receiver side saying, hey, no one's open. Barton's on number 2. Surtain's covering number 1, and PJ's covering Bijan out of the backfield. And now he's like, all right, now my eyes have to shift. I've got time here. The pocket hasn't collapsed on me just yet. Now he looks to his right. This turns into scramble drill. Jaquan is still on the hip of Drake London, who does wiggle out for just a second here. Can't get mad at Jaquan for that type of play. That's just a hard play to ask any defensive back to cover that long. Broncos defense right here, 3rd and 7. And look, you have a stack trips formation to the defensive left side. We got this 3-by-1 gun right from the defensive perspective. Okay, this is dime personnel. Cody, what is dime? It's 6 defensive backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right here. Levi Wallace. You're going to get a 4-man rush right here from the Broncos, from JFM, Cooper, Zach Allen. And just in terms of this, now everyone's going to be dropping back. PJ is going to drop back and get depth right here. Levi Wallace is going to play depth and get back right here and keep anything, his eyes open here for a tailback swinging out of the backfield or anything coming across right here. And then Cody Barton's going to get depth to play the middle of the field. You're going to have Riley Moss playing underneath, even though he's off coverage right now. He's going to play underneath because Devin Key's going to rotate over the top right here. Jaquan McMillian's going to be playing this kind of curl to flat. Pat Surtain's going to get a little bit more of this middle hook depth right here against the receivers, the route concepts you're going to see as you're going to get the motion here. London to the outside. You're going to get inside stab right here, inside stab right here. You're going to get a vertical route over the top where Key's going to cover that. Riley's underneath. Tailback right here, going to keep an eye on him. He's going to swing out. But it's Pitts right here, that's going to be the intended target. And he's going to release, stab inside right. As you can see, this is a clear out. These guys are all coming out right here, so you can free up Pitts on the crossing pattern. Jaquan McMillian does a great job seeing that right here, staying home, 3rd and 7. Reacts, gets a hand on it, ball side hand, knocks it away, incomplete on 3rd down. Broncos get the stop here. JFM, he's lined up in a 5 technique, head up on the offensive tackle, Cooper wide, Bonito wide. And then you've got a 4-eye here from Zach Allen in terms of how the Broncos are going to try to attack this. This is just, hey, drop back in zone here on dime on 3rd down. Let's see if a 4-man rush can get home. Really like this. I mean, Zach Allen's creating penetration. Cooper's coming off right here. JFM's fighting the double team. And then Bonito might have a chance here to club up underneath, especially with Zach Allen right here. Kirk does a great job getting the ball out of his hands, which he usually does, anticipating a spot. Knocked away there by Jaquan McMillian on 3rd down. Good stop there by the nickel defender. Cody Barton's going to come up with the interception right here for the Broncos defense. Now, as you can see, it's empty here. You got quads to the left side, but you're going to get motion right across right here from number 12. Now, what's going to happen here, okay, empty, empty, empty. These guys, Cody Barton, Jaquan McMillian, they're communicating, hey, inside out. Like, Jaquan's going to keep his eye for anything coming up the field or outside. Cody Barton's going to take anything inside. And then P.J. Locke right here is actually, I think, going to be the player that maybe throws this read off here for Kirk Cousins, because you're going to have inside out here from Riley Moss. Like, Riley against this route, Nik Bonitto is going to play in coverage here. He's going to jam Pitts out to the flat and stay with him. You're going to get the receiver, obviously, out here. He's going to run vertical. You got Riley playing right there over the top. And so additionally, maybe Kirk's thinking, hey, this safety should be gaining depth over here. Instead, PJ's going to drop down right here, and this is where, obviously, you're going to see Drake London coming underneath. Cody Barton is reading Kirk Cousins' eyes the entire way, right? PJ is the guy that, if he's not there, maybe he's going to fire a better shot here to London, but he's reading this the entire way, jumps it, easy interception there for Cody Barton, who's done a tremendous job this season, filling in at inside linebacker here for the Broncos. What are we going to have right here in terms of our rush look? You're going to have 4-eye in terms of JFM. You've got a 2-eye right here from DJ Jones. You got a 5 technique right here from Zach Allen, and then Cooper wide. Okay, now you got motion, motion, motion. All right, ideally, are you going to send 4 here? Well, the Broncos, they are going to do that because they're sending Cooper, they're sending Zach Allen on a stunt. Malcolm Roach is crashing inside here. JFM's fighting a double team. And because Bonito's jamming the tight end, is going to run with him, Zach Allen's going to wrap around right here, and he's almost going to get home here on Kirk Cousins, but gets kind of pushed away. So Kirk's going to float it up there, try to lead it to a spot, doesn't see that, hey, safety over the top, linebacker underneath, turnover play. Broncos get the ball near midfield. Good play there by Barton and the Broncos defense. Broncos rookie outside linebacker Jonah Ellis is going to get the sack right here on Kirk Cousins. It is 3rd down. 1st down marker is right here, but the Broncos, from a coverage standpoint, here's what we're going to see in terms of protecting the sticks. Bijan Robinson is kind of walked up as an extra blocker right here. You got your offensive tackle right here, your guard, your center. What's going to happen is you're going to walk up Cody Barton, Justin Sternad right here, showing a blitz look. Pat Surtain's going to be playing this cover 3. He's going to be playing deep third. PJ's going to be playing over the top. Jaquan McMillian's going to be playing quarter coverage over here, while Riley Moss plays outside and over the top right here. At the snap, Barton's going to drop to this hook to curl, the middle hook. Same thing with Justin Sternad. Devin Key's going to jam and play curl to flats underneath over here. And then you're going to get this 3-man, I'd say a triple team right here from Bijan Robinson, the center and the guard on JFM, right? JFM's going to command the guard, the center, and Bijan on a triple team, which frees up the one-on-one on the outside here from Jonah Ellis against the offensive tackle. He wins that matchup. Nobody's open right here for the Atlanta Falcons, right? Everything's covered underneath, over the top, over the top, over the top, underneath, and just anything inside. Kirk Cousins has nowhere to go. Nothing's going to come out here unless he wants to dump it off right here. Riley would come up and pick him up in terms of being able to rally. Same thing with Cody Barton. Jonah Ellis wins his one-on-one, brings down Kirk Cousins, forces the punt, and the Broncos offense will go on to roll, right? I love the walk-up look right here from Sternad and Barton. Zach Allen right now, he is playing a 4-eye inside shade of the offensive tackle. Look, you got Dondre Tillman out here wide. You got John Franklin Myers lined up in a 4-eye, Jonah Ellis wide. You're kind of showing an overload blitz right here on this side because Key could blitz, Ellis could blitz, and then you got these guys. So they got to worry about that. Key is going to drop back into coverage here, triple team from the Falcons on JFM. You got the stunt inside here from Dondre Tillman. Zach Allen coming to the outside. Jonah Ellis bowling around right here, beating the offensive tackle for the sack. Big play there for the Broncos defense against one of the NFL's most explosive offenses. The Broncos defense on this play, they're going to get a stop for 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. I'm going to highlight Nik Bonitto right here. And I want to highlight the official because this is a little problematic, right? The Broncos matching up really well against the Falcons. But Nik Bonitto right here on this attempted screenplay dump-off, he's going to be held like crazy. Let's watch this, okay? He's going to time it perfectly. Look at this. I mean, clear hold. He's being held. This official, watch this wise guy right here. We're going to say wise guy. He's going to pull his flag out, like he's going to throw it. Watch this. Flag right there. And then he doesn't decide to do it. He puts it back. What are you doing, ref? That right there, I think, causes a lot of people to say, like, what's going on with NFL officiating? Even Bonito himself was like, hey, that should have been a hold. Let's watch it here from the other angle. Times it well. Clearly, he's held. He is held right here. This guy is staring at it. What are you doing, ref? Come on. NFL officials, get it together. Watch. Pulls it out. I'm going to throw the flag, but I'm not because it's a 1 yard loss. The Falcons are losing that bad. That just is a bad call there by the officials. Throw the flag. I saw that live, and it had me a little heated. But the next play coming up here, Broncos country, it's a good one. I said the next play was a good one. I'm not lying. Nik Bonitto right here. This is the ultimate ball don't lie moment, right? No call. He clearly held. The ref had that flag in his hand, puts it back, and then the next play, you're like, you know what? I'm going to go make the play right here. You're going to get a running back in here to try to block Nik Bonitto, try to chip him, and then kick him to an offensive tackle and a one-on-one. That doesn't work. Nik Bonitto's just going to grab Kirk Cousins, throw him down right into the plant leg of the offensive tackle on the right side. That looked painful, but that was a ball don't lie moment here for Nik Bonitto. 9 sacks on the year. He had 2 against the Atlanta Falcons. He's 2.5 behind Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals. If he gets a sack this week against the Raiders, he'll hit double-digit sacks, which gives the Broncos a 10-plus sack producer for the first time since 2018. Good timing there by Bonito. Nobody can stop him. Replay right here looks bad for the offensive tackle on the right side. Just bang! Oh, folded up. Nik Bonitto, 9 sacks. Hope that offensive tackle in Atlanta is okay.